Okay, Hare Krishna. Sorry, there was a delay today. Okay, there was some internet issue, and that's why the class got delayed by almost 10 minutes. Okay, anyway, Hare Krishna, everybody. We will start. Today is chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4 is okay. How many of you know the name of chapter 3? Raise your hands. You can answer in the chat also. Manasvi, tell me.
Mataji, it's Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga, very good. Yes, very good. Okay, so today, chapter 4. Chapter 4 is about transcendental knowledge. Okay, so we are learning the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He's the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Okay, so he as you see in the picture, he used to read his own books. Okay, he is the one who wrote, translated Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. He wrote so many books on his own, right? He is the one who wrote, but Prabhupada is reading his own books. You know why is he reading his own books? Anybody knows the answer? Manasvi, do you know the answer?
Mataji, can you repeat the question?
Why is Prabhupada reading his own book, like you see in the picture?
Because like Lord Krishna is there, he told Arjuna Bhagavad Gita, but he himself, he has remembered the Gita. And just like that, Prabhupada, he has written all these books, so he has himself remembered all these books like Lord Krishna.
Okay. Any other answer? Rudhi, do you know the answer? Hare Krishna. Okay, Suryansh.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Tell me, Rudhi, tell me.
Mataji, I'm not sure about this question.
Then lower your hand, no? Yeah, Suryansh, tell me.
Mataji, I think Prabhupada read his own books because of he was checking that he has wrote the books properly or not.
No, of course he will write it properly. Okay, the answer is Prabhupada used to not write. Krishna used to dictate and then Prabhupada would listen and then write. Prabhupada has not written any book of his on his own. Krishna used to dictate. All his gurus and Prabhupada's acharyas and guru used to dictate, tell him what to write, and then whatever he heard from Krishna and his acharyas, that Prabhupada wrote. Okay, so Prabhupada didn't write anything on his own. So that's why he doesn't know what he wrote, because he wrote only what was dictated by acharyas and Krishna. That's why Prabhupada used to read each of his books. Okay, and also Prabhupada read his books to set an example that we have to read Prabhupada's books regularly. Now see, in the picture you can see Prabhupada read his books, right? Prabhupada is sitting and reading his own books. So we need to take this as an example. If he is reading his own books, why can't we read his books? Right? We also have to read Prabhupada's book regularly, every day. At least one page of Bhagavad Gita every day will help you. Okay? There are a lot of devotees who used to confess that they used to see garlands and Krishna's garlands and all in Prabhupada's room. When Prabhupada used to sit and translate his books, they used to see Krishna's garlands and everything in the room. That means what? Krishna had actually gone to that room. Krishna actually came, sat next to Prabhupada, dictated what to write, and then, Prabhupada wrote. So that is the greatness of a pure devotee. If we all become pure devotees, we also can see Krishna face to face. Okay, so that's why Prabhupada used to say, I read my own books because I never wrote them. Somebody else wrote, and that is why Krishna wrote and Acharya wrote through Prabhupada. And that is why Prabhupada also sits and reads his books sincerely to understand the science of Krishna. Okay, so this is a message we all have to take back, and from today, everybody please read Bhagavad Gita, at least one page every day. Okay, tomorrow all of you come and tell me how many pages you read and what you read. Okay, there is also free PDF of Bhagavad Gita available. If you don't have the hard copy, if you've not ordered yet, you can download that PDF and read it on your mobile phone itself. Okay, we will share the link today. Yeah, so Jnana Yoga, chapter 4, Transcendental Knowledge. Okay, so now in this chapter, we will understand the history of transcendental knowledge. Okay, when was Bhagavad Gita first instructed, to whom, by whom, all these details we will see in this chapter. Okay, so now the question is, why did Krishna choose Arjuna to deliver the science of Bhagavad Gita? Anybody knows the answer? Sorry, Ayush, tell me.
Mataji, because Arjuna was a devotee of Krishna.
There were so many devotees. No, Bhishma Dev was a devotee, Dronacharya was a devotee, Yudhishthir was a devotee, Bhim was devotee. Why only Arjuna?
He considered him as his friend, Mataji.
Okay, okay. So partly correct. Okay, because Arjuna accepted Krishna to be his best friend. That is one reason. Second reason, Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. Did you see? I mean, do you remember in the first chapter, second chapter, what did we learn? Arjuna bent down on his knees, right? And then he fell to the feet of Krishna and then he asked, please instruct me. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I have to fight or whether I should not fight, right? He fell on his knees and then he surrendered to Krishna, right? Asking him for instruction. That means Arjuna accepted Krishna to be his guru, right? That is the main reason. We also, as devotees, we have to be meek and humble in front of the Lord. We always have to bow down towards the Lord and ask for help. If he helps, we will do the right thing in life. If we ask others for help, if we ask somebody else for guidance, we might go wrong, because the other person is also a human being like us, right? They are not God. So they will not correctly guide us. So if you want right instruction, happiness, permanent happiness, you should always ask Krishna for help. Okay, how? Like Arjuna, we also have to bow down to the Lord and ask for help, plead him for help. That is the major characteristic of a devotee. That is why, because Arjuna accepted Krishna as his guru and surrendered himself to him. That is why Krishna selected Arjuna to narrate Bhagavad Gita. Okay, yeah. So these are our deities, ISKCON Mangaluru deities, Radha and Krishna. Let's pay our obeisances. Okay, yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimiram Dasya Jnana Shilakaya Chaksharan Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachati Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad annasambhava yajnad bhavati parjanyo yajna karma samudbhava. This is a recap of yesterday. Okay, third chapter recap. Now, what is Krishna saying? You need to do anything. So in Karma Yoga, what did we learn? Everything we should do it as a sacrifice for Krishna, right? Our every activity, every karma of us should be to please Krishna, right? So we need to do it for Krishna. If you're studying, tell before studying, I'm studying for you, Krishna. All the results that I get out of studying, I'm giving to your lotus feet. If you have a new dress, okay, go take that new dress, put it in front of Krishna's photo or something, put a tulsi leaf and then say, I'm offering it to you. Okay, whatever we have or whatever we do, we have to do it as an offering to the Lord. Okay, so that is why, and then, so you need to offer it and then use it. Okay, even food, we have to first offer it to the Lord and then eat it as prasad. This is Karma Yoga. Okay, karma, whatever you do, activity, that has to be connected to the Lord. Okay, Karma Yoga. Yoga means connecting with the Lord. Through the karma, through the activity, you are connecting with the Lord. Okay, that is one line recap of Karma Yoga. Okay, now here, the same thing Krishna is explaining, right? How do we get food grains? If crops have to grow, there has to be rain, right? And how will rains be produced? It is only through sacrifice. If you do proper yajna, then only all the demigods, rain god, okay, Indra, everybody will be pleased, and then they will request Krishna. Krishna will say, okay, fine, you can give them rain, and then we will get rains. Okay, so we have to do our sacrifice properly, yajna. And for Kali Yuga, what is the yajna we should do? It is japa yajna. Okay, yeah, yajnonam japa yagyosmi, Krishna says. Okay, so in out of all the yajnas, I am japa yajna. We have to do our japa regularly every day. Okay, now Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Anybody wants to recite? Shresh, do you want to recite?
Yes, Mataji. Shri Bhagavanavacha imam vivasvate yogam proktavanaham avyayam vivasvan manave praha manor ikshvakave bravit.
Hare Krishna. Yes, so now Krishna is saying, I first instructed this science. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita is a science. Okay, it's a science of Krishna. So now Krishna is saying, I first instructed this science to sun god. Name of sun god is Vivasvan. Okay, and then Vivasvan instructed it to Manu. Okay, who is Manu? Manu is the father of mankind. Okay, all of us, father of humankind. And then after that, so it is a chain. Okay, Krishna instructed it to Vivasvan. Vivasvan instructed it to Manu. Manu instructed it to his son Ikshvaku. Okay, Ikshvaku is also a king. Okay, he is the king of Raghu dynasty. Raghu dynasty is where Ramachandra, Lord Ram, was born. Okay, yeah. Now this is a parampara. Like I told, there is a disciplic succession chain, like you see in the picture, right? So Krishna to sun god Vivasvan. Vivasvan instructed it to Manu, and Manu to Ikshvaku. And Ikshvaku finally gave it to all the people on earth. Okay, Bhagavad Gita. So until then, no people on earth were able to access Bhagavad Gita properly. Okay, the true Bhagavad Gita. So Ikshvaku from he learned it from Manu and then gave it to all of us on earth. Okay, people at that time. Now, what happened? This was the chain of disciplic succession. It was going on one after the other, like a chain. Okay, it was going on well. But suddenly, what happened? There was a break. There was a break in the chain of disciplic succession. Break means what? People used to not narrate the proper, real, true Bhagavad Gita as they learned from their guru. They used to change little here and there, and then narrate wrong things to the other people. Okay, Krishna narrated the actual true Bhagavad Gita, but once it came to the lower portions of the chain, when people started narrating it amongst themselves, they used to change concepts and then they used to falsify it and then narrate it. Okay, so what happened? Everybody started learning wrong Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita was it is a science, right? It is Krishna himself. It is knowing Krishna. It is all about Krishna, but it is going wrong. People are all learning wrong Bhagavad Gita. So that is why Krishna identified this. Okay, Krishna identified this and he himself came down to narrate it again to Arjuna. Okay, that is why again it was narrated 5,000 years ago to Arjuna. Okay, now from Arjuna we are all learning proper Bhagavad Gita. Okay, and this is the disciplic succession. There are 4 sampradayas. Okay, what is a sampradaya? Sampradaya is like a university, right? We have like Bangalore University, we have Oxford University, Harvard University, right? So we are learning the same thing. Bangalore University, Mysore University teaches the same concept, right? But in a different way. They have different mark system, they have different syllabus. Yes or no? In the same way, we have 4 sampradayas. All the 4 sampradayas are learning from Krishna only. You can see in the picture, right? Brahma, Lakshmi, Kumaras, and Shiv. But when they give it to others, their students, they have an own format. They are giving it in their own format, like a different university. Different universities follow different format, right? Like different schools follow different formats. In the same way, these 4 people are also following different ways to narrate it to their students. That's why we have 4 different sampradayas, but all of them learn from Krishna itself. Okay, so Brahma learned from Krishna and then he named it Brahma Sampradaya when he narrated it to others. Okay, then Lakshmi also learned from Krishna and she called it Shri Sampradaya. when she narrated it to others. And then Shiva, it is called Rudra Sampradaya. And then Kumara Sampradaya. Okay, so there are 4 Sampradayas. And these are the prominent acharyas of each of the 4 Sampradayas. Madhvacharya is very famous. He is from Brahma Sampradaya. Ramanujacharya is again very famous. He is from Sri Sampradaya. Vishnu Swami is again very famous. He is from Rudra Sampradaya. And then Nimbarkacharya, he is also very famous. He is from Kumar Sampradaya. Okay. And which Sampradaya do we belong to? Anybody knows? You can put your answers in the chat. Old students, I expect answers from you in the chat. Put your answers in the chat, please. Correct. I got one answer. Very good. Who is this? Shresht. Yeah, Shresht gave an elaborated answer. We all belong to Brahma Sampradaya, yes. But most importantly, we belong to Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay. Why is it Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya? Brahma Sampradaya, then Madhvacharya is a prominent acharya, right? So Madhvacharya, so Brahma, Madhva, then Gaudiya. Gaudiya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the same disciplic succession. Okay. And he is a Gaudiya Vaishnava. So that's how we get our name. I mean, the Sampradaya gets its name, Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay. Remember this, very easy, but very important as well. Okay. And then, yeah, so this is the disciplic succession. Importance of disciplic succession we already saw. Now here, right now, from Prabhupada, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj learned. Okay, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, he is the disciple of Prabhupada. And then his disciple is Namnishta Das Prabhuji. He is the president of ISKCON Mangaluru, that we are all. So this course is organized by Namnishta Prabhuji. Okay, so we have to remember this disciplic succession. So his disciples, Namnishta Prabhuji's disciples are all of us. Okay, yeah, now this human form of life, see, Krishna says, acharyas, lot of acharyas says, Dhurlabham Manusha Jarmam. That means a human form of life is very, very rare. How many species are there? If you have to get human form of life, how many species you have to, take your birth in so that you'll get human form of life? Put your answers in chat. Yes, very good. 84 lakh species. Okay, we have 84 lakh species of life on earth. Okay, and we have to take birth in those 84 lakh species, and then only we will get human form of life. Can you imagine how much time it takes, how many janmas and yugas it takes to get one human form of life? And if we've got it, it is very, very valuable. It's very valuable. Okay, and we have to use it only for cultivation of spiritual knowledge. That means only to pray to the Lord, worship and offer devotional service to the Lord. And the best and the easiest way to offer devotional service is chanting. Chanting is so easy, right? You don't do any hard work at all. Wherever you are sitting, standing, whatever you're doing, you can chant. Or hear the Prabhupada's Kirtan, right? So many Kirtans are there, so many Vaishnava bhajans are there, so many Krishna songs are there. Today also Deepa Mataji sang a song, so beautiful it was, right? So you can learn or hear the songs. Okay, say you're traveling somewhere, you've chanted so much, now you're tired of chanting. You can hear to Bhagavad Gita lectures, you can hear to Prabhupada's lectures, Bhagavatam lectures. Just go to our YouTube channel, Balkrishna ISKCON Mangaluru channel. So many videos are there. No, each video, each teacher is explaining Bhagavad Gita in a different way, right? Listen to all of that. You will learn a lot. Okay, because human life, the only goal of human life is to offer devotional service to Krishna and go back to Krishna. We are not here to, you know what this world is? Earth is called Dukkhalem Ashashvatam. Okay, it is world of miseries, only sufferings. Okay, there is no happiness. Even if you get happiness, you think it is happiness, because the next moment something bad happens, you will again feel sad, right? So happiness, how is it happiness if it is not permanent, right? So it is only miseries. If you want to be happy all the time, you have to go to Krishna. There in Krishna Loka, Golok Vrindavan, there is only happiness. Okay, to go to Krishna, Krishna has given us just one easy way Krishna does not demand anything. He only wants us to chant. Chant, go back to him. Right? That's what Prabhupada says, no? Chant and be happy. Yes. Okay. And yeah, now I think all of us also would have got this question in our mind. No? Krishna says, I instructed Bhagavad Gita to Vivaswan millions and millions of years ago. Yes or no? Now, Arjuna is saying, you are of my age, right? Arjuna and Krishna are friends, right? They used to be together all the time. Yes. Now, that's why Arjuna is asking a very valid question here. Okay. Krishna, you're of my age, right? And how can you be so, if you have to instruct it to Vivaswan, you should be very old, because Vivaswan is very, very old, right? Vivaswan is sun god. And he's telling, Krishna is telling, millions of years ago I instructed. How can you be alive for millions of years? Yes or no? How many of you have this question in your mind? Raise your hand. Okay. So that's why Arjuna is asking, how? How can this be possible? Yes, only one person has this question. Okay. So that is why Krishna now starts explaining his transcendental nature. Okay. Why Krishna Krishna has the capability to instruct Vivaswan millions of years ago, and also instruct Arjuna. And Krishna remains the same. He never grows old, right? Have you ever seen a picture of Krishna with beard, white beard, gray hair and all? Krishna can never grow old. He's always eternal. I mean, he's ever young. Okay, there is a shloka in Brahma Samhita. Advaitam achyutamanadimananta roopam adyam purana purusham navayavvanam cha. Okay, adyam purana purusham navayavvanam cha. So adyam purana purusham, he's the oldest person. He's the first person. Okay, even before we were all created, even before this material world was created, Krishna existed. So he's Purana Purusha, the oldest person, the first person who existed. Okay, who is existing. And but still he's Nava Yavvanamcha. He's ever young. He's always youthful. Okay, you never see Krishna with white hair. Okay, he's very, very young all the time. See in the picture you can see he's like this only, very, very attractive. Okay, Govindam Adi Purusham. Again, Adi Purusham is the first person. Okay, Tamaham Bhajami. So he is eternal. Okay, he is ever existing. Krishna can never die. He has no, he can never take birth either. Okay, he is ever existing, always there in Golok Vrindavan. Okay, and then that's why he's always there. He's just there. Okay, lower your hand. No, if I've not asked you any question, lower your hand. Because when I ask the next question, what happens? You would have raised your hand for the previous question. Okay, let's avoid this confusion. Yeah, so now how does Krishna appear? Now this is our question. Okay, now Arjuna asked, no, Krishna, how come? How did you explain millions of years ago? Now Krishna starts explaining his divine nature, his transcendental nature. Okay, his nature is not like ours. Our body is filled with blood, flesh, bones and muscles and all. If somebody comes and hits us, we will get hurt. If somebody kills us, this body will die, right? But Krishna's body and Krishna's soul has no difference. Like for us, we are the soul, right? We are not the body, we are the soul. And our soul is in the body, okay? But Krishna's soul and body has no difference. Krishna's body is only soul, soul is only body, okay? That's why Krishna has got transcendental body, divine body, okay? Although I'm unborn, my transcendental body, this is the meaning of transcendental body, okay? Never deteriorates. Although I'm the Lord of all sentient being, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. Okay, so that is what Krishna is saying. Every millennium, that means in every yuga, okay, in every yuga, Krishna is appearing. Like Kali Yuga, he appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dwapar Yuga, he himself came down as Krishna, right? So in every yuga, in every millennium, I appear in my original form, okay, in his transcendental form. That means soul and body has no difference. There is no blood and all that, no blood, mucus, flesh and all in Krishna's body. It is transcendental. Okay. Okay, your doubts you can ask me after the class. Okay, that is nature of Krishna's body. Okay, now here Prabhupada says in the purport, okay, Krishna appears in this material world in his original eternal form. okay, with 2 hands holding a flute. This is his form, okay. If somebody asks you, okay, what is Krishna's form, you need to explain. He has 2 hands. He's a Shama Sundara complexion, okay. He has bluish black complexion. He has a flute in his hand. He has a peacock feather on his head. Okay, so he appears exactly in his eternal body, uncontaminated by the material world. Okay, material world means what? Maya, right? Maya, the 3 modes that we discussed yesterday: goodness, passion, and ignorance. So he is not affected by the 3 modes. Yesterday we learned that whatever action we do, it is influenced by the 3 modes, right? If goodness controls us, we will do good things. If passion controls us, we will do ratsic things. If ignorance controls us, we will do bad things, right? We kill somebody. I mean, if we have the tendency to kill somebody, it is understood that ignorance is controlling us. Okay, but Krishna is not under the control of Maya. He is controlling Maya. Maya listens to Krishna. But for us, it is the opposite, right? We should listen to Maya. And whatever Maya does, we have to take it, tolerate it, right? Why? Because we are not that great. We have to become pure. We are all filled with greed, lust, anger, right? All the time. And if we have to overcome that, we have to sincerely chant. Then only Krishna will purify us. Okay? Yeah. Now, Krishna, appears millennium after millennium, right? This is one of the evidence. In Dwapar Yuga, Krishna appeared, right? Why? To kill Kamsa, right? So Krishna says, right? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya ch dushkritam. So to kill vinashaya ch dushkritam, to kill the miscreants, bad people, Krishna comes. Not just for that. Krishna mainly comes to paritranaya sadhunam, mainly comes to give pleasure to his devotees, to give happiness to his devotees. Okay, that is why Krishna performed so many childhood pastimes in his Vrindavan pastimes. He was a kid, no? He used to steal butter. He used to sing, play flute, play with his friends. He used to play with cows. He used to take care of cows, right? He used to give so much of happiness to all the people in Vrindavan. So that is the main reason why he appears. Paritranaya sadhunam. And then vinashaya cha dushkritam. Okay, and then dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So dharma samsthapanarthaya means to re-establish dharma. So like I said, there was a break in the disciplic succession, right? Everybody started learning wrong Bhagavad Gita. So to bring back the original dharma, okay, religion, the concepts were lost. All Bhagavad Gita is a science. No, all the concepts were wrongly narrated. That's why to get that, correct that, and give us true, real, correct Bhagavad Gita, Krishna came. Again and again he comes. Okay. Again, if there is a destruction in the Bhagavad Gita that we are learning, if there is somebody comes and narrates all wrong Bhagavad Gita, and everybody, entire world starts learning wrong Bhagavad Gita, again Krishna will come down. Okay, in some form he comes down and he will again give us the right Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Whenever there is a wrong Bhagavad Gita being narrated to everybody, Krishna again and again comes back. Okay. Yeah, so now what is the benefit of knowing Krishna? Now you might also have this question, right? Okay, Krishna did so many pastimes. Krishna used to steal butter. Krishna used to sing. Krishna used to dance. Krishna had so many friends. Krishna narrated Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Krishna did so many things. You can see in the picture, right? This is how he used to play and have good time with his friends in the forest. Now, why should we know all this? Right? Why should we know all this? So Krishna says, Janma karma cha medhavyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mame so Arjuna. So what is Krishna saying? Tyaktva deham punarjanma. If you understand the transcendental qualities of Krishna and know his pastimes, tyaktva deham punarjanma means you will not have next janma. Right? I told you in yesterday's class, right? If we have to face a reaction of karma, you have to again take birth. In another janma, you have to come, you have to face the reaction. If it is good reaction, you have to enjoy. If it is bad reaction, you have to suffer. Whatever it is, you have to come back to this dukkhalayam, right? World of miseries. And if you come to enjoy good reaction, along with it, you will do something bad, again some bad reaction comes. Yes or no? We cannot say, okay, I will do only good things, because this is Maya. We are in Maya's control, right? That is why it is always dangerous to come back to this world. Even if you get human form, you can say, okay, what if I get human form in my next life? But still, this life we are all human beings. Are you 100% doing right things now? We definitely do wrong things also, right? So we always risk of doing something wrong and getting that wrong reaction, bad reaction, and that we have to suffer. Okay, that's why we should not have next janma. But it is not easy, right? Just because we say we don't want next janma, you think Krishna will listen? No, Krishna will tell you have to do devotional service for that, right? That's why Krishna is saying, if you don't want next janma, you have to always understand transcendental qualities of Krishna. All the stories that we have about Krishna, no, right from his birth, all the leelas that he performed. In his birth in itself was a leela, yes or no? Krishna first came in Vishnu form, Narayana form, we say, and then he gave darshan to his mother and dad, right? Vasudeva and Devaki, and then he became a small kid, right? Have you seen Little Krishna? Watch Little Krishna episodes. All the pastimes of Krishna is there in that. Okay, and then he becomes a small kid with two hands, Shamasundara form. He becomes Krishna, right? So that in itself is a miracle. So how can we do all this? Can we become Narayana and then become ordinary child? No, only Krishna can do that, right? Because he's the Lord. So once you understand, once you learn and read about all his pastimes, once you watch about all his pastimes, what happens? You will understand how great Krishna is, right? So if you understand that Krishna is great, that is enough. You will start chanting automatically. You will chant Hare Krishna every day regularly, even if nobody reminds you. And then if you chant regularly, what happens? You will not get your next janma. You can go back to Krishna and enjoy. Okay, these are all his pastimes. This is Damodar Leela. Okay, Yashoda Mata. Anybody knows Damodar Leela? Can you explain? Raise your hand. Yeah. Ayush, tell me. In 2 lines.
Mataji, the Damodara Leela is basically made upon when Krishna steal butter. Yashodama taught him and tied him to a big stone-like thing.
Yeah.
Then he carried it on his back and walked on it. Mataji, that is the Leela.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So what happened? Okay, sorry. Lower your hands after you answer the question, all of you. Prabhuji, can you lower all their hands because it becomes confusing otherwise? Hare Krishna. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so like Ayush told, Yashoda Mata tied him up to a mortar, and then Krishna, you know what he did? He was a small kid, and he crawled and took the mortar along with him in between 2 trees. He took the mortar between the 2 trees, and the 2 trees fell down. Okay, that much strength Krishna has. He can make a tree fall down. Can you do it when you are a kid? Even if we are adults, we cannot do that, right? But Krishna can do, because he's so strong. He is the Lord. Everything, all the trees listen to him. Entire world listens to him. Okay, and this was Krishna's naming ceremony. Okay, and then Krishna used to play. Krishna used to take care of the cows. Okay, Krishna used to run, and Yashoda Mata used to always with a stick run behind him, okay, to catch him. So these are all happy, nice, joyful pastimes. How he used to make all his devotees enjoy with him in Vrindavan, right? Watch Little Krishna episodes, read Krishna book. There is a book, okay, Krishna book, that Prabhupada has written right from Krishna's birth, all the things that Krishna has done. Okay, it's like a novel. Okay, it's very nice. Read and understand. Okay, and that time you will understand how great Krishna is. Krishna is so great. No, there is no word only to explain how great Krishna is. Okay, and this is also a pastime where Bhishma. Okay, Bhishma Deva is a devotee of Krishna. Okay, he used to serve Krishna in Virya Ras. Okay, as in Virya means that's why Bhishma used to fight with Krishna. That is the way he used to serve Krishna. Okay, and Krishna took a wheel in his hand, the chariot wheel, to throw on Bhishma Dev. Okay, that time Arjuna fell to his feet and said, "No, don't. Bhishma Dev, he is my grandfather. Don't do this." Okay, So this also describes how Arjuna, how a devotee has to be. Okay, devotee has to be so meek and humble, so good that we need to tell Krishna, don't punish them. It's okay, forgive them. Okay, so that means devotee's heart has to be so soft. Okay, how will you get that soft heart? How will all of us become good? It's only by chanting. The more and more greed and all of these bad things go out of our heart becomes cleansed, purified. Okay, and then we can also behave like Arjuna, pure devotee. Okay, now who wants to read? Ayush, can you read?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः.
Yes. So now Krishna is saying, I reward people accordingly. Okay. If you consider Krishna to be your only protector, okay, whatever difficulty you have, Krishna will come and protect you. Why? Because Krishna will tell, okay, she is thinking only I can protect her. So I should only go and protect her. Okay. So if whoever considers Krishna in whatever form they want, that way Krishna will come and help you. Okay. If you think Krishna is your friend, best friend, Krishna will also react to you in that way. Okay. If you think Krishna is your father, your only father, Krishna will take care of you every moment, every second. Krishna will take care of you, just like your father. Okay. Whatever you, if you don't want, if you want something, Krishna will give you. Okay. Through somebody, Krishna will make sure you get it. Okay. That's how, just like a father, Krishna will take care of you. So what Krishna is to you, you decide. Okay, whether Krishna is your friend, whether Krishna is your father, whatever he is to you, that way Krishna will reciprocate. Okay, the same thing. So the same thing is illustrated in this story. Okay, this is a fruit seller story. Very famous story. I think all of you know. So once what happened, there was a fruit seller selling fruits. Okay, so she came near Krishna's house, and Krishna's parents, okay, Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, that time it was barter system. Okay, it was not money. There was no money that time. If you want something, you should give something in exchange. Okay, whatever the other person wants, if you give that, the other person will give you what you want. Okay, it's like that. So Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mata, they came with grains. Okay, they came with lot of kgs and kgs of food grains, rice or something, and they gave it to the fruit seller. And then fruit seller took it, and then she gave fruits in return. Okay, so that's how it was. And then Krishna used to see from top. Okay, in the corridor, he used to sit there. He used to stand there and see. He loved fruits. Okay, he loved fruits, and so he saw his parents giving food grains, and then she gave fruits to them. Right. So Krishna also went, took food grains in his hand. He's a very small guy, no? His hand was very small. Okay, he took grains, and in his hand, how much ever he could, a handful of grains. From top upstairs, he came downstairs, ran to the fruit seller. Okay, and on the way, all the grains used to fall down one by one grain by one. All the grains used to fall down. Okay, now when he reached the fruit seller, only 2-3 grains was remaining in his hand. Okay, a small cute hand, and full of grains it was. And then when he came to the fruit seller, only 2-3 grains was remaining was all fallen down. Okay, now he opened his hand and he gave it to the fruit seller. Okay, fruit seller, out of love, okay, she saw so cute the scene was. Just 3 grains in his hand, and the fruit seller saw, and Krishna was like, only 3 are remaining. Okay, and then the fruit seller was like, it's okay. And fruit seller took those 3 grains and gave him fruits. So many fruits, not just one fruit. You can see in the picture, right? His both the hands are filled up, and she's still giving him, right? And because she gave him fruits out of love, she never expected anything in return, right? She saw out of love and out of cuteness, she gave fruits, right? So many fruits she gave, and that's why in her fruit basket was filled with jewelry. Okay, it was filled with jewelry. All the remaining fruits in the fruit basket, were converted into jewelry, gold jewelry. Can you imagine? She need not work only for her entire lifetime. She became so rich, right? Yes or no? So Krishna gave her so much of jewelry that she need not work only. She became so rich in 2 seconds. She became so rich. Yes or no? That is the greatness of the Lord. If you ask for Krishna, I want only one chocolate, he will give you only one chocolate. But if you ask Krishna, I don't want anything, I just want to serve you, he will give you 100 chocolates. I'm not joking. This has happened. Okay, it has happened to a lot of pure devotees. And if it has happened to them, it will happen to us as well. Okay, all that is needed is love. You have to love Krishna. You need to tell Krishna, even if you don't give me anything, I will still love you. Okay, that's what happened with the fruit seller, right? Fruit seller was like, even if you don't give me grains, it's fine, I will still give you fruits. Yes. And what happened to her? She became so rich in 2 seconds, right? So that is the greatness of the Lord. Now do you understand? Janma karma cha me divyam. Now do you understand? All the transcendental pastimes of Krishna are so great. Yes. Yeah, this is one more pastime, Sudama story. Okay, anybody knows Sudama story? You can raise your hand. Adviti? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes. Tell me in 2 lines.
Mataji, Sudama came for the meet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Krishna was the Sudama's friend. So Sudama came to meet Krishna.
Yeah.
But the door,
Yes.
like watchman,
Hmm.
like watchman see this, and fatigue, like fresh dhoti, and so fresh his dupatta, and no pagdi. So he said, you are Krishna's friend. No, you are not Krishna's friend. But the then other watchman see, so he ran faster as he could and told
Yeah.
Krishna.
And yes. Thank you, Adviti. Yes. So the main part here is Sudama is Krishna's best friend. Okay. Now what happened? Krishna, but Sudama was poor. Okay. He's a Brahmana. He was very poor. So poor that he couldn't even feed his family properly with good meals. Okay. Now Sudama's wife used to tell him, Sudama, go and ask your friend. Krishna is a king. He is very rich. He will definitely help us, give us money and all. Go ask him, otherwise we cannot live. But Sudama was like, no, I cannot take advantage of my friendship. Just because Krishna is a king, I cannot go and ask him for help. Okay. So Sudama was like, no, I will not. But then Sudama once went to Krishna's house to meet him. Okay. He went with a bag full of it is called puffed rice. No, not puffed rice, something like puffed rice. Okay. And then he gave Sudama, Krishna's favorite. Okay, that is. And then Krishna ate it. Okay, because Sudama gave with love, Krishna ate it. And you know how Krishna received Sudama, like the way you see in the picture. Because Sudama was a Brahmana, although they were friends, they still Krishna washed Sudama's feet. Okay, and then received him. Krishna is a king. Okay, and Sudama is just a poor Brahmana, but Krishna still received Sudama this way. Why? One main reason, Sudama is a pure devotee of Krishna. Okay, although they were friends. And that's why Krishna received him like this, washed his feet with milk and all that. and then took him inside. And then poha, right? So Krishna, Krishna loves poha. Okay, so Sudama gave Krishna poha out of love, and because he saw the love, he doesn't see what you offer, how much you offer. Even if you offer one drop of water, if you are offering it with love and with tulsi, he will accept. Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about offering prasadam, right? Water is the best ever thing you can offer, because you can just offer one glass of water with tulsi leaf and then mix it with your water bottle and take it to school, right? And even if your friends drink your water, they are drinking Krishna prasadam, right? They will also get Krishna bhakti. Okay, yeah, so Krishna ate poha, and then Sudama never told about his difficulty. Then he left. He left without asking for help. But Krishna understood what Sudama was going through. And when Sudama went back home, he saw a big house in place of his house. And all his, he got lots of money. And everybody was comfortable. Okay, there was a lot of food at home. There was a lot of jewelry at home. Okay, his life was changed completely. He never asked for help, but Krishna himself helped, right? See, if one makes friendship with Krishna, one will never be cheated and he will get all the help needed. You don't even have to ask him that you're suffering. He will help you only if you accept Krishna as your best friend. Okay, so make friendship with Krishna. Create a bond with Krishna. Krishna means a lot of people get scared. Oh, he's God. I'll not talk to him. He is God. That is why you should talk to him. Okay, you should treat him like your friend, like Sudama, how Sudama treated, how Arjuna treated, right? In the same way. And so this, like I told, Krishna is our eternal friend. All the time he is there with us as our companion in our heart. Okay, so in our heart, soul exists, right? We saw in the second chapter. Next to our soul, Paramatma exists. So both soul, super soul, both exist in the heart. Paramatma is called super soul. Okay, so both soul and super soul exist in the heart. So wherever the soul is, next to the soul there is Krishna, Paramatma, in the form of Vishnu. Okay, so that is why Krishna is our all the time, ever eternal friend. All the time he is our friend. Don't search for friends outside. He is, first of all, Krishna is our best friend, biggest friend. Then comes others. Okay, so this is the form of Krishna. He is Shyamasundara. He is Satchidananda. Satchidananda means eternally full of knowledge and happiness. He is ever blissful and ever knowledgeable. And Krishna is a person. A lot of people say, no, God means some light, some energy. No, if God does not have a form, how can he give others form? We all have form, no, hand, leg and all. If God does not have form, how can he give others form? Imagine, common sense, right? So Krishna is a person. He also has a form like us, 2 hands, 2 legs, but he has a transcendental form. What is the difference? Transcendental form means he can, his body and soul has no difference. Okay, if you go hurt Krishna, blood will not come out of his body. Okay, but nobody can hurt him. He will never get hurt. He will never get diseases. He will never grow old. Okay, he has no birth and death. He is ever, forever there. But our bodies are not like that. We will grow old, and once we feel weak, our body dies. Our soul leaves this body and goes, takes another body. Yes, so that is the difference between us and Krishna. That's why Krishna remembers everything. Whatever happened millions of years ago, he remembers. But we don't remember. Okay, that's why Arjuna is asking, millions of years you explained it to Vivaswan. Now you are explaining it to me. You are of my age and all, Arjuna is asking. Okay, yeah. So now he has a peacock feather on his head, and he has a flute in his hand. Okay, so cute and attractive Krishna is. Okay, you just look at Krishna, you will actually get a lot of happiness. Okay, and imagine if you read about Krishna, how much happiness you'll get. Right, there are so many comics available in ISKCON temple. You go to any ISKCON temple, there is Krishna comics available. Okay, you can read. Yeah, so this gives us the difference between Krishna and us. Okay, Krishna's body is permanent. Our body is temporary, right? Our body will die one day. But Krishna's body is spiritual. Our body is material, right? This is material body made of earth, water, fire, ether, and air. Okay, and there is no difference between Krishna's body and soul, like I already told. But our body, it is different, right? Our body is there, and then inside our body there is soul. Soul is not the body. But for Krishna, soul in itself is his body. Okay, and Krishna is the controller of Maya. But here for us, Maya controls us. Okay, we already saw this in detail. Yeah. Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha. Okay. So how do you, this is about student and guru relationship. Okay. How do you learn something from your teacher? Even if it is in school. Okay. Not just Bhagavad Gita, even if it is in school. How do you learn from your teacher? Okay. If you please understand this so that it helps you in your studies also. Okay. You should always be submissive, as in meek and humble in front of your teachers. If you have any doubt, you should go and ask your teacher, please. Okay, and you have to plead your teacher if you have any doubt, and also what questions you should ask. Only if you have a doubt, you should go and ask your teacher. Don't ask your teacher just to test your teacher. Okay, she knows this. I'll ask her a question. Does my teacher know this? No, don't test your teacher. Don't challenge your teacher. Okay, if you don't know the answer, then go and ask your teacher. Okay, how? In a pleading way. Okay, go to her and say, ma'am, please explain me. I did not understand this. Okay, that's the way you should learn from your teachers. Only then the teacher will explain with full of happiness. Okay, and when your guru explains you something, teaches you something with happiness, you will never forget it, and you will understand it completely, and your marks will also increase. Okay, because the guru knows everything, right? Knows more than you. So we have no right to go and test our guru or challenge our guru. Okay, this is one value all of you have to take back. Okay, there is a story in this regard. Okay, you know Yudhishthir, right? Out of Pandavas, the first Pandava is Yudhishthir. Okay, yeah, there are 5 Pandavas, right? Yudhishthir, Bhim, Arjun, Nakula, and Sahadev. Yeah, Ayush, I know you know the story. Okay, so Yudhishthir, all the Pandavas and Kauravas used to learn in Gurukul from Dronacharya, right? Dronacharya is their guru. Now, what happened? One day, Dronacharya came and gave them a lesson. Okay, what is that lesson? He told one line, just one line. Okay, we should not lie. Okay, that's all. We should not lie. We should always say the truth. This is the lesson Dronacharya explained to all the Kauravas and Pandavas. Then, after explaining, Dronacharya told, now repeat whatever I told. Okay, he started asking one by one to everybody. Everybody told, okay, we should not lie, we should always say the truth. Okay, everybody told this. But, you know, when Dronacharya asked Yudhishthira, you know what Yudhishthira told? I still need time to learn the lesson. It was just one line. You should not lie, you should always say the truth. That's all. Why do you need time to learn it? Yes or no? Now, but Yudhishthira told, no, I need time to learn. Okay. Now, Dronacharya told, okay, fine, you take your time. Next day, when they had a class, Dronacharya asked Yudhishthira, same question. Repeat the lesson that I told yesterday. Yudhishthira was like, I need more time. Okay. He kept saying the same thing. Dronacharya kept asking every day. Okay. It was like more than 5 days almost. Okay. After a few days, again Dronacharya asked, repeat the lesson. Now, Yudhishthira was like, okay, fine. Now I have learned it. I will repeat it. And then he told the same line. Okay, I should not lie. I should always say the truth. Okay. Then Duryodhana started laughing. Okay. He was like, to learn this one line, you took so many days. Why? I thought you were intelligent. Then Dronacharya asked the same question to Yudhishthir. Okay, why did you take so many days? Then Yudhishthir started explaining. Okay, what did he say? Ayush, tell me, what did Yudhishthir say? Respond to this.
Mataji, he said that we should, it doesn't mean just by saying we should follow it.
Yes, whatever you speak, you should first follow it. If we had to repeat that lesson, okay, I don't lie. I mean, I should not lie. I always say the truth. He has to first follow it, right? If I say something, I should be following it. Otherwise, I should not say. If I say something without following it, that means I'm lying. Yes or no? So that is why Yudhishthir took so many days to first stop lying. Okay, he stopped. He took first few days to stop lying completely. Next few days he took to always say the truth. Whenever he used to get some thought in his mind, okay, let me lie. he used to control himself and then say, no, 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 I should not lie, I should say the truth. And then he started saying the truth. And then when he started saying truth completely, when he stopped lying completely, then he told Dronacharya, today I can repeat the lesson. I'm ready. Okay, because when you say something, you should follow it. It's very easy to ask others, you should not hurt others, you should always be good and all. But are you following it yourself? Right? So Yudhishthir is one of the greatest example for all of us, because he first did it himself. He followed, he showed by example, and then he asked others to do it. Right? That's the leader's, characteristic. We should first do it and then we should say it. Okay? If you're saying something without doing it, it is a lie, and lying is bad. Krishna will not like you if you lie. Okay? Krishna likes you only if you say the truth. All the time you should say the truth. Okay? Yes, definitely sometimes it is very difficult, we all start lying, but always remember, control yourself. Okay? Say, okay, I want to become favorite to Krishna. Okay? If I have to become favorite to Krishna, what should I do? I should always say the truth. Then only Krishna will like. Why? And even if you like, Krishna knows. Krishna is our eternal friend, right? He is there in us as Paramatma. So he knows what you're doing. He is noticing everything. You cannot cheat Krishna. If you think you're cheating Krishna, you're actually cheating yourself. Okay? So this is how you become good. One by one, you can start becoming, start following all the good qualities and become a good human being. When you become very good, Krishna will himself come and meet you, take you to his planet. Okay? And how do you become good? Okay, all of us want to say the truth, but we still lie, right? We try, but still we say we say lies. How can you say only truth? Only by chanting. When you chant, you become purified. When you chant regularly, you can see the difference yourself. Okay? So chant at least one round regularly and it helps you. Okay, so yesterday we saw Karma Yoga, right? Karma Yoga means doing whatever for the Lord. If you're drawing, draw Krishna. If you're singing, sing about Krishna, right? Sing Krishna Bhajan, sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If you're writing, write Krishna stories, right? So these are all examples that I'm giving you. If you're dancing, dance for Krishna Bhajan or Krishna song, dance for a Kirtan. So you can see on YouTube all ISKCON videos, okay, the way they have Kirtans, they dance literally, even Prabhujis and Acharyas, they jump and dance. Why? Because it is Krishna's Kirtan, right? Krishna feels so happy. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you go to any ISKCON temple, no, Gaura Nitai, they always have their hands raised on top. Why? Because they're dancing, they're singing, they're doing Kirtan and dancing along with it. Okay? It is so joyful. Krishna Bhakti is so easy, actually speaking. Okay, these are all drawings, made by previous batch students. Okay, Manasvi is here anyway. Ayush is also here. Okay, so they are all drawings done by previous batch students. Okay, so you can also do it. They wanted to draw and they drew Krishna. Okay, that is Karma Yoga all about, right? Whatever you do, you should do it for Krishna. Yeah, so Suryansh is also there. Okay, I mean, all the diagrams I've put. Now you can also do it like this. Okay, this, you know how important these drawings are. These will be given to all senior devotees and you will get lots of blessings from all of them. Okay, and yeah, you can also make paintings and hang it on your wall if you don't have Krishna's photo. If you order course material, no, you will get a Krishna photo also. Okay, you can hang it near your study table or anywhere. If you don't have Krishna's photo, you can draw Krishna like these, right? And then put it. And these are all short stories. If you're good in writing, you can write about Krishna, you can write about Krishna stories, you can write about short stories. I mean, you can also write poems on Krishna, right? So there are so many things you can do. Come up with creative things for Krishna. Okay, use your creativity. We all have intelligence, right? Use it for Krishna. That is Karma Yoga. Doing whatever you do for Krishna, using whatever you have in service of Krishna. That is called Karma Yoga. If you're good at singing, use your talent to sing about Krishna, like I told. So if you're good in drawing, draw Krishna. Okay, So these are all things which previous batch students did. Amazing. It was a very talented batch actually. So many people, so many drawings you can see, no? One person used to draw so many things and send me every day. And Ayush, oh my God, every day he used to send me one short story. Now also he has so many short stories written and compiled, okay? So he will send it to me. This is the way we engage ourselves in Krishna consciousness. This is called as Krishna consciousness, okay? What is ISKCON full form? International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Your consciousness has to be towards Krishna. Consciousness means what? Thinking, right? Your mind should always think about Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Not difficult. But if you have to think about Krishna, you have to chant. If you don't chant, you cannot think about Krishna. If you cannot think about Krishna, how can you do all your activities for Krishna? How can you write a short story? How can you draw Krishna if you don't think about Krishna? Right? So start chanting, start sending your diagrams, okay? All your drawings and artworks, okay? If you're good in singing, send me YouTube, videos, recordings, okay? You can just sing, send it audio recording or video recording. We can upload it on YouTube, okay? Last time Suryan sent, Janvi sent, a lot of people sent, okay? They all got a chance to sing in class also, the Kirtan, Bhajan and all that, okay? So Krishna consciousness is very joyful. It's very, it's awesome, okay? So it's very active. You can participate in a lot of things. And the most easiest thing is eating also, no? We all like eating, but eat Krishna prasadam. That way, again, karma yoga. If you're eating activity is also dedicated to Krishna by eating Krishna prasad. Okay? Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. Thanks a lot, all of you, for attending. Okay. Now, any questions you have? Yeah, Suryansh, tell me.
Mataji, everyone says that God means Krishna and our souls are never born.
Sorry, Krishna is never born.
Our souls and Krishna is never born.
Yes.
So how is it possible?
How is it possible? Matlab, see, even before the material nature was created, as in even before Earth was created, other planets, Brahmaloka, heavenly planets, Patala Lokas, they were all created. Krishna was there. Okay. If Krishna is there, we are also there. We matlab what? What are we? We are souls, spirit souls, right? Like Krishna, we are also spirit souls. Krishna is a soul, super soul. He is Paramatma. And we are also Jivatmas. We are Atma, soul. Okay. Our nature is spiritual. Satchidananda. Just like Krishna, we are also eternal, blissful. Eternally, we are blissful and full of knowledge. But the problem is, we disobeyed Krishna. We were all with Krishna initially. Okay. We disobeyed Krishna. We disrespected Krishna and we told, I want to enjoy without you. That's why Krishna never goes against our desires. Okay. Whatever you want, Krishna will say, okay, fine. So now Krishna told, okay, fine. You want to enjoy without me? Fine, you can. That's why he created this material world. Okay. This is given in Brihat Bhagavatam by Sanatan Goswami. It's written by Sanatan Goswami. Okay. So that's why he created material world and then he put us all here. Okay, you want to enjoy without me? Fine, enjoy. Okay. Now we are thinking this is our world. We are trying to enjoy. Okay, if you are given class leader position, you are thinking you are the leader of the class and you are enjoying that position. Okay, but understand one thing: it is all temporary. Okay, because we all belong to Krishna Loka. Okay, that is our place, eternal place. We are all ever existing. Why? Because we are parts and parcels of Krishna. We are all part of Krishna, right? Like how this finger is a part of this body, right? Same way, we are part of Krishna. That's why we are also ever existing like Krishna. Okay. But we've taken this body and the body, the death and birth is for the body, not for the soul. Okay. Did you understand, Suryansh?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Next.
Mataji, I didn't see my artwork. I sent it you.
It is there, no, in the slide.
I sent it you in the batch.
Last batch. It is there probably in the slide. Okay, I'll check and I'll add it. Hare Krishna. Who is this? Adviti, tell me.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
You tell us that some like which is the Brahm's Gita and which is Lakshmi's Gita. Can you
What?
explain?
I understand.
You tell us that what is Brahma Gita? Can you?
Brahma Sampradaya.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there are 4 sampradayas. Okay, all of them learned from Krishna. That means Krishna taught Brahma, Lakshmi, Shiva, and Kumaras. Okay, now what happened? Brahma wanted to teach Bhagavad Gita to others. Okay, so he named it Brahma Sampradaya because the way Brahma narrates it is different. See, the way I am taking class is different. The way other teacher takes class will be different. No, so that's why Brahma named it Brahma Sampradaya. And then Lakshmi also learned from Krishna, right? So Lakshmi named it Shri Sampradaya. Okay, and then Shiva named it Rudra Sampradaya, and Kumaras Kumara Sampradaya. Okay, clear?